August 4th, 2023. Crowds flooded Union Square after streamer Kai Cenat promised free PlayStations. What began as a fun giveaway turned chaotic within minutes with screams, clashes, and arrests. In that moment, Kai realized his online fame was about to change the course of his life for the worse. Here are 5 times when streamers almost get killed on live.
Streamer and content creator Jack Doherty crashed his car over the weekend and reminded everyone of a very important lesson: don't text and drive.
October 5th, 2024. Florida's rain-soaked highway. Jack Doherty, a 20-year-old YouTube sensation with nearly 15 million subscribers, live streams from behind the wheel of his $200,000 McLaren. His phone glows in his hand, eyes dart between the road and chat. The supercar suddenly veers off course, slamming into a guardrail. That instant, captured live, would spark a firestorm that changed both his career and public perception forever. Doherty's rise to internet fame was rapid and relentless. Born in Long Island, New York, he started making YouTube videos at just 13. His early stunts and pranks quickly gained traction, attracting millions of young fans. By 2018, he'd hit the coveted 1 million subscriber mark. His blend of daredevil antics and flashy lifestyle content made him a household name among Gen Z viewers. But behind the viral fame, controversy always seemed close behind. The events leading up to that fateful crash weren't isolated. Doherty had developed a reputation for risky behavior on camera. Just months before, he'd flipped a brand new Can-Am off-road vehicle 30 seconds after getting it, a stunt he proudly posted online. In another video, he crashed a golf cart with his girlfriend, flipping it dangerously close to her. His response? More concern for the cart than his partner. "Golf cart's fine, though." This pattern of reckless content blurred the line between entertainment and endangerment, setting the stage for disaster. That Florida livestream wasn't just another day in the life of an internet star. It was the culmination of years of pushing boundaries for views. When the McLaren crashed, Doherty's immediate concern wasn't for his injured cameraman Michael bleeding from the head. Instead, he handed him the camera, urging him to keep filming.
All right, guys, my McLaren is totaled a couple days before my 21st birthday.
The footage quickly went viral, not just for the crash, but for the apparent disregard for his team's safety. Social media erupted with criticism, fellow creators calling out his priorities and carelessness. The consequences were swift and severe. Doherty's streaming account vanished from Kick, the platform citing clear violations of community guidelines about safety and responsible content. Their statement was blunt. "Kick does not condone illegal activity, which is why we swiftly took action to ban this creator from the platform." The incident also led to legal repercussions. Florida Highway Patrol cited him for manipulating a wireless device while driving. His ban extended beyond Kick. Multiple platforms reviewed his content for safety violations. In the immediate aftermath, Doherty tried to control the narrative. He posted hospital footage showing Michael receiving stitches, but avoided sharing the full crash context. Public sympathy was scarce. Even fellow influencers criticized his reaction. Corinna Kopf tweeted pointedly, "Your friend's face is gushing blood, but you make sure he stays filming from all angles. Nice." The internet consensus was clear. Doherty's quest for content had gone too far. The long-term impact on his career was significant. While he eventually regained access to some platforms, his audience, once millions strong, shrank as fans questioned his judgment. Brands hesitated to associate with the controversial creator. Legal issues mounted, including a lawsuit from a previous altercation involving his bodyguard at a Halloween party. The crash became a wake-up call, not just for Doherty, but for the entire live streaming community about the dangers of reckless content creation. Yet, the story didn't end there. Doherty attempted a comeback, but new controversies quickly followed. Just 9 days after his Kick reinstatement, he was banned again, this time for a live-streamed street brawl involving his security. The pattern of dangerous behavior persisted, each incident eroding public trust further. His once glamorous lifestyle now seemed more cautionary tale than inspiration. Jack Doherty's journey from viral star to cautionary example highlights the dark side of internet fame. His story is a stark reminder that chasing views can have real-world consequences. The McLaren crash wasn't just the end of a car. It was the beginning of a hard lesson in responsibility for content creators everywhere. But the most shocking example of streamer danger comes next. A case where live content nearly turned fatal in real time.
In the making and was designed and created by an architect named Randall Stoff. Asumi is a modern day.
November 2024. Felix XQC Lengyel, one of the most watched streamers on the planet, was in the middle of a typical live stream when something went terribly wrong. What started as a routine meal in front of thousands of viewers nearly turned deadly in an instant. XQC, known for his energetic personality and rapid-fire commentary, has built his career on being unpredictable. With over 12 million followers across multiple platforms, his streams often feature a wild variety of content, gaming, and candid moments, but nothing prepared his audience for what happened next. The incident began innocently enough. XQC was eating while talking to his chat, something he's done countless times before. But suddenly, he began coughing violently. At first, viewers thought it was just another one of his exaggerated reactions. But as the coughing intensified and his face turned red, it became clear this was serious. For several terrifying seconds, XQC struggled to breathe. The chat exploded with concern as viewers realized he was genuinely choking. In a moment of desperation, he managed to dislodge the food and catch his breath. The relief was palpable, both for him and the thousands watching live. What made this incident even more shocking was XQC's immediate reaction after recovering. He calmly explained to his viewers that he had thoughts of the afterlife during those critical seconds. It was a rare moment of vulnerability from the usually unflappable streamer. The near-death experience quickly went viral across social media, with clips of the incident spreading rapidly. Fans and fellow streamers expressed relief that he was okay, but the moment served as a stark reminder of the real danger streamers face, even in seemingly mundane situations. In the aftermath, XQC acknowledged the seriousness of what happened. He joked about being more careful in the future, but the incident clearly shook him. For someone who thrives on chaos and unpredictability, this was a sobering reminder of his own mortality. Despite the scare, XQC continued streaming, maintaining his position as one of the platform's top creators. But the incident changed the tone of his streams, at least temporarily. There was a new level of caution, especially during eating segments. The community response was overwhelming. Fans shared stories of similar experiences and offered advice on choking prevention. It sparked a broader conversation about streamer safety and the importance of having emergency plans in place during live broadcasts. While XQC's career has been marked by controversy and wild moments, this incident stood out as a genuine life-threatening situation. It wasn't manufactured drama or content creation, just a stark reminder of how quickly things can go wrong, even for internet superstars. The incident also highlighted the unique vulnerability of live streamers. Unlike pre-recorded content creators, anything can happen during a live broadcast. This raw, unfiltered nature is part of what makes streaming so popular, but it also comes with real risks. And as one of the most watched streamers in the world, XQC's near-death experience was witnessed by thousands in real time and millions more through clips. It became a viral sensation not because of manufactured drama, but because of its genuine danger and human vulnerability. Despite the scare, XQC didn't let the incident slow him down. He continued to break viewership records and secure massive streaming deals. But the memory of that day lingers, a constant reminder of how quickly life can change, even for internet royalty. And if you thought that was intense, wait till you see what the next story is.
And someone shot again right now and connected with the house. A live stream interrupted by gunfire. A popular gamer who lives in Encinitas is grateful that no one was hurt after someone shot into his house.
September 12th, 2018. News of the shooting quickly spread across the streaming world. Fans were shocked. Other content creators expressed concern. For Dr. Disrespect, the reality set in. This was no longer just about internet trolls or virtual threats. Someone out there knew where he lived and was willing to make it personal. Dr. Disrespect, whose real name is Guy Beam IV, was at the height of his career. His signature black mullet wig, sunglasses, and tactical vest made him instantly recognizable. His Champions Club fan base was massive, with millions following his every move. But now, the cost of fame had become terrifyingly real. Someone shot at our house, broke the upstairs window. This is the second shot. Someone shot yesterday at our house. These words, broadcast live to thousands, marked the end of that day's stream. But they also signaled the beginning of a new chapter, one where personal safety became a constant concern. Local authorities in Southern California confirmed 2 separate reports of shots fired at a residence matching Bam's description. A deputy was dispatched to investigate, but details remained scarce. The official investigation began, but the perpetrator remained unknown. Off camera, the situation grew more serious. Bam's family, his wife and daughter, became potential targets. Security measures were increased. Police presence around his home intensified. The streaming community rallied around him, offering support and raising awareness about the dangers content creators face. But the investigation hit a wall. No suspects emerged. No clear motive was found. The attack seemed random, yet targeted. For Dr. Disrespect, the question lingered. Was this just the beginning? Or would the attacks escalate further? The streaming world took notice. Other content creators began discussing security concerns. The incident sparked conversations about privacy, doxing, and the risks of internet fame. Dr. Disrespect's experience became a cautionary tale for streamers everywhere. Meanwhile, his fan base, the Champions Club, remained loyal. They flooded social media with support, demanding justice and increased protection for their favorite streamer. But the reality was clear. Fame came with a price, and sometimes that price was personal safety. Despite the attacks, Dr. Disrespect refused to be silenced. He returned to streaming after a brief hiatus, but with new security protocols in place. His content changed, not in style, but in tone. The bravado remained, but the underlying message was clear. He was aware of the dangers, but wouldn't back down. The investigation eventually stalled. No arrests were made. The shooter remained unidentified. But the message was received loud and clear, not just by Dr. Disrespect, but by the entire streaming community. This incident marked a turning point in live streaming safety. Platforms began taking security concerns more seriously. Streamers became more cautious about sharing personal information. The days of complete anonymity for content creators were officially over. For Dr. Disrespect, the experience became part of his legend. It added a new layer to his persona, a reminder that behind the character was a real person with real vulnerabilities. The attacks might not have silenced him, but they changed the way he approached his content and his career. As we move forward in this documentary, remember, this was just one chapter in the Dr. Disrespect saga. The story continues with new challenges, controversies, and revelations. But the lesson remains clear. Internet fame comes with very real, very serious risks.
Weed, vape, you're good. All right, I'm coming right now. I'm coming out right now. All right, I got you. I'm coming out right now, sir.
October 11th, 2020. Aden Ross, a young man from Boca Raton, Florida, sits in front of his camera. Little does he know the next few years will see him become one of the most controversial figures in live streaming. But behind the fame and fortune lies a trail of dangerous stunts, risky decisions, and moments that nearly turned deadly. Aden David Ross, born in 2000, started his journey on Twitch while living with his sister Naomi. He quickly gained popularity through NBA 2K streams with Bronny James. attracting a massive following. But his rise to fame was anything but smooth. Ross wasn't just any streamer. He pushed boundaries, constantly testing the limits of what's acceptable on live platforms. From controversial guests to risky content, he seemed to thrive on controversy. But this pattern of behavior would soon put him and others in real danger. March 4th, 2024, Ross dares a 19-year-old man to drive his car into the Burrard Inlet at Rocky Point Park, Port Moody, Canada. The young man, seeking internet fame, accepts the challenge. As the car plunges into the water, viewers watch in horror. The stunt quickly spirals out of control, drawing immediate attention from local authorities. Police arrive on the scene, arresting the young man. The incident spreads like wildfire across social media and news outlets. Park visitors express outrage, condemning the reckless behavior. What started as a seemingly harmless dare becomes a legal nightmare with serious consequences. The stunt leaves a lasting impact on Ross's reputation and career. It serves as a stark warning about the dangers of chasing internet fame at any cost. While Ross faces backlash, the young man who drove the car into the inlet deals with legal repercussions that will follow him for years. Just when it seems like the controversy might die down, Ross doubles down on risky content. He continues to push boundaries, seemingly undeterred by the close call. But the internet never forgets, and this dangerous stunt becomes a permanent stain on his record. If you thought that was wild, wait until you see what happens when another streamer takes things even further.
Police charged influencer Kai Cenat with inciting a riot and unlawful assembly. He avoided the spotlight while being released from custody.
August 4th, 2023. The promise was simple. Show up at Union Square in New York City, and you might walk away with a brand new PlayStation 5. But what started as a generous giveaway quickly spiraled into one of the most notorious live streamer incidents in history, forever changing how influencers approach their audiences. Kai Cenat, the 21-year-old Twitch sensation, was about to learn just how powerful and dangerous his online reach could be. Now, who is Kai Cenat? Kai Cenat wasn't just another streamer. By 2023, he'd cemented his place as one of the most influential content creators on the planet. Born in Brooklyn in 2001 to parents from Trinidad and Haiti, Kai's rise from humble beginnings to Twitch superstardom was meteoric. His infectious energy, comedic pranks, and collaboration with big-name celebrities like Drake and 21 Savage had earned him millions of followers across platforms. But Kai's influence extended far beyond gaming. He was a trendsetter, credited with popularizing viral phrases like Riz and Gayat. His subathons, month-long streaming marathons featuring star-studded guest lists, had shattered Twitch records, pulling in hundreds of thousands of subscribers. By late 2023, he wasn't just a streamer, he was a cultural phenomenon, appearing on Rolling Stone's list of the 20 most influential creators and Forbes' top creators list. In the days leading up to August 4th, Kai announced a seemingly straightforward event, a PlayStation 5 giveaway at Union Square, Manhattan. The plan was to reward fans who could answer trivia about YouTube and live streaming, a nod to his roots and the community that had supported him. But there was one crucial detail missing: a permit. Despite the lack of official clearance, the announcement video exploded online, racking up over 2 million views. Social media buzzed with anticipation as thousands planned their pilgrimage to Union Square. Kai wasn't alone in this endeavor. He was joined by his AMP collective partners, Phantom, Duke Dennis, and Agent 00, all prominent figures in the streaming world. As the event approached, warning signs began to appear. The sheer scale of Kai's influence had always been apparent online, but this was his first major attempt to translate that digital power into a real-world gathering. The potential for chaos loomed large, but few could have predicted just how quickly things would spiral out of control. By 3 p.m. on August 4th, Union Square was swarming with people. Estimates ranged from 3,000 to 5,000 attendees. The New York Police Department, already aware of the gathering, quickly mobilized about 1,000 officers to the scene. Barriers were torn down as the crowd pressed in, and tensions began to rise. Social media lit up with live footage as fans climbed on gazebos, vehicles, and even the statue of George Washington. Some attendees grabbed shovels and axes from a nearby construction site, while others set off fireworks. The atmosphere shifted from excitement to volatility in a matter of minutes. Kai, live streaming from a black SUV, tried to maintain control, showing gift cards and urging the crowd to stay safe. But the scene was rapidly devolving. He claimed officers were deploying tear gas, though none was reported, and when he finally exited the vehicle, he was immediately swarmed by fans before police escorted him away. The chaos was immediate and widespread. 7 people were injured, including 3 police officers. The neighborhood subway station shut down, nearby businesses closed their doors, and Union Square became a war zone. Police filled an MTA bus with detainees, but even that was attacked by others trying to free those inside. In total, 65 people were arrested, including 30 others. The damage was significant, not just to property, but to the carefully constructed image of online content creation. Kai was taken into custody and charged with inciting a riot and unlawful assembly, becoming the first Twitch streamer to face such charges. The fallout was swift and far-reaching. Kai's streaming group, AMP, issued an immediate apology, condemning the destructive behavior. On August 9th, Kai made his first public appearance after the riot in a live stream, holding up a New York Daily News issue, apologizing, and announcing a break from streaming. He expressed deep disappointment in anyone who became destructive that day. The incident became a national conversation about the power of internet personalities and the responsibilities that come with such massive influence. Mayor Eric Adams praised the police for their quick work in dispersing the crowd, but also emphasized the need for better coordination in the future. Experts weighed in on the nature of parasocial relationships and the unpredictable nature of large gatherings organized through social media. Legal proceedings dragged on for months. Kai appeared in court multiple times, but by May 2024, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office announced that he would not face charges. He had already paid $55,000 in restitution to the Union Square Partnership, covering damages and staff hours needed in the aftermath. His business partners also contributed, with a total of $57,099 paid to compensate for the chaos. Kai himself became a vocal advocate for proper planning and coordination. In a 2025 YouTube video, he appeared with Mayor Adams, encouraging other creators to do it right, work with the city, get permits, and coordinate with law enforcement. He acknowledged the hard lessons learned from the 2023 incident, understanding his level of influence and the responsibilities that come with it. Despite the chaos, Kai's career continued to soar. He broke new Twitch subscriber records, partnered with major brands like Nike and McDonald's, and continued to innovate with events like Streamer University. His influence on internet slang and culture persisted, with Oxford University Press naming Riz as its word of the year in 2023. But the shadow of Union Square lingered as a constant reminder of the fine line between online influence and real-world consequences. It became a cautionary tale for every content creator about the responsibilities that come with massive audiences and the unpredictable nature of internet fame.